All right, good morning. Welcome along, everybody. Friday morning. Friday morning, the 23rd of January. I was about to say 23rd of Friday, but that's not really how it is it? Look, I'm really loving doing this early mornings. It's inspiring me to be creative, and the purpose of these daily live shows is just to connect with people, and it will not happen in a moment, but it will happen over time. And my purpose is to help people get active. And I was thinking about this yesterday, and I want to share this as I get this show started. Is I really want to help people get active. And so the purpose of the show is to help you understand what's going on, is to answer any questions as far as fitness and health and sports, or to talk sports, like the Australian Open's going on, and obviously in Melbourne. There's a Dubai Desert Classic that's happening here in Dubai. I'll have a quick touch on these. There's sports around the world, so we want to talk sports, and if it inspires people to get active, to go play their sport, then great. If it's here locally in the UAE, that's what we talk about mostly, is that how to be active here by what are the events happening, what's going on, so that you understand. So one, you can go and participate, or two, you can go down and spectate, just watch, like support people that are competing at a higher level, or they're simply are doing something to be active, right? So that's what it's all about. And so on today, we're going to go through, because we did not yesterday, we're going to go through the events that are happening this weekend. So actually even today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, so that you can go out there and be amongst an environment that's inspiring or motivating you to get active as well. So we'll kind of jump straight into it. I've got a calendar, and we've got a new calendar, and hopefully very shortly we'll have a calendar that you'll be able to access probably in the next week. So we'll give it a link, it'll be online, access that calendar, and you can see all these different things that are happening and taking place here in the UAE to keep you informed and keep you out there, active daily. That's the whole point. So let's what should we touch on first? Maybe Desert Classic just started yesterday. They had a round one. The leader is at 7 under, Italian fella. I don't actually know him very well, to be honest. And the reason I'm kind of more interested in it is because Ryan Fox is there from New Zealand. I'm a Kiwi. Go Ryan. He did his round in even. So he did an even round. He's at even. He's 7 shots behind the lead. It is round one. They've got today, Saturday, and Sunday's final round. And I'm hoping to actually get down there on Sunday as well to watch that. So if you're into the golf, explain a little bit more. If you're watching the Dubai Desert Classic, let us know who your favorite players are, how you think this tournament can go. Maybe you got some tips on how to improve your golf game, because it can be a very frustrating game. Or maybe you want to talk about the female influencers, I suppose you could say, that are taking over the internet, that have, well, some actually have a decent golf game. Majority of them don't, but some of them actually have a very decent golf game. Maybe you want to talk about that. Anyway, Australian Open. I have not really kept an eye on it this year, and I don't even know why. I think it's because I'm just waiting for the final week. We're going into week 2 now. Some of the bigger names, as far as I know, there's no shock that anyone's been knocked out. Still Novak, still Sinner, still Carlos, still there, as far as I'm aware. On the other side, is it Sablanka? She's there. I don't really know any other noticeable females. People mention about Emma Raducanu, but she's British number 1, but she's not up there in the world, but they still seem to mention her. Yeah. So the Australian Open seems to have lost its flair. In fact, a lot of the media around the Australian Open this year seems to be more about Rod Laver, Roger Federer being at the event. Is it the one too? Oh my gosh. The Barty, the female tennis player. It seems to be around these. Agassi's there as well. They had exhibition matches. They had multiple exhibition matches. And they actually something that was cool was the 1-point tournament competition that they had. And basically, this year was 1 point. So if you missed the serve or then it was game over. It was literally 1 point. It was quite entertaining. It had a $1 million prize, and it was won by an amateur as well. because people just made simple little mistakes. So that was quite entertaining to watch. Spectacle, they turned it into more of, they made a spectacle out of it. The concept's quite simple. You rock, paper, scissors, and you can either serve or receive. Obviously, most people are going to choose to serve because you usually have the precedence there. But yeah, so that was quite a cool thing. And if you saw it, what did you think of it? Australian Open. Let you know. Today I thought this might be a good way. Start the mornings, I haven't had my workout today, which is a bit of a, but I am starting the day with a hot beverage. And I think I'm going to mix it up. Sometimes some tea, sometimes just hot water, sometimes coffee. And today I'm having coffee, but I don't actually feel like coffee. I'm actually more like thinking, I wouldn't mind hot water. But I didn't go for that, so oh well. My bad. What's your beverage of choice as I kind of chat on that? We'll kind of move into it. Anyway, so let's get into the weekend. What's happening here in the UAE? I'm going to give you a sneak peek, actually. Can I do that? Where is it? So the weekend is packed full of, as always, things for everybody to do. Where do we go? Okay, so for example, like I was saying, today is round 2 of the Dubai Classic. Okay, and there's also the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix Shotgun, which is by the ISSF. No, I didn't actually know this one was going on. So let's go have a quick look about it. But it is shooting. So it's a shooting competition. It's actually started, what now, 23rd. So it started yesterday and it goes through to the 31st of January. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for Shotgun. Now, there's an overview of this. It's quite a highly regarded competition, which is very cool to see. And the information, though, is very, very minimal, which is a shame. Okay, here we go. Finally got it. Oh, so they do like skeet shooting and things like that using the trap. So the whole thing, the disc gets thrown out and then they shoot it. That's what this is. Now, it's actually using a proper shotgun. The top woman and the top male, they receive prize money, anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000 dollars, not dirhams, for this event, which is very, very cool. Gotta like that one. I'm just trying to confirm. Entry's pretty cheap as well. That's great. No problems there. It's right in the heart of Abu Dhabi, which is cool. And it's it's funny because it's telling me it's I'll have to look this up a little bit more. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with me waiting around trying to find the exact location. It talks about all the Aloft Hotel and the airport and things like that, but it doesn't actually give me the location. So I'll find that one out. We'll post it up on the group and we can go from there. So that's one that's taking place today. The other one's the Dubai Desert Classic. So you got one in Abu Dhabi, you got one in Dubai. If you're into shotgun or skeet shooting, trap, into that. On the weekend, obviously this continues, the shotgun continues. This is cool. So there's a women's only, and this is the women's movement, moving forward page on Instagram. They're doing a Abu Dhabi to Dubai, back to Abu Dhabi ride on the newly opened cycle track. Now, a lot of people talk to this in the cycling community because it is, well, it's 157 or up to 180 kilometers, depending on exactly where you start, but you can cycle between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Now, there's nothing actually along the track, so you do need to take food and hydration along the way. Take a spare, make sure you got the phone, because if you are going along there and something happens, So this is quite cool that they're doing it as a group. I'm sure other cycling communities have done the same thing. But it starts from Mawazam Park, right? Goes up to Zods and then back to Abu Dhabi as well. So if you're into that, it's a woman's only ride. Jump on to Instagram and movement WMN_moving_FWD. So woman moving forward. That's for them. The big one for it in Ras Al Khaimah, I like how we're going all over the Emirates here at the moment, is the, well, I'm going to say there's the RAK 113 and the RAK 76 taking place on Saturday up in Ras Al Khaimah. I believe it's at the Rixos Al Mariyad Hotel. Now, the difference between the 116 and the 76 is the distance. So they do the same swim, I believe it's 1.2 kilometer swim, then they do a cycle. Now the 113 is a 90 kilometer cycle and the 76 is a 60 kilometer cycle. And then they have the run, which I've actually just completely forgotten. It is 2 laps, it's 21 kilometers in total. So 1.9 for the swim, 9 laps of 10 kilometers, which equals 90. This is for the 113. And then 2 laps for a total of 21 kilometers for the run. And then the Tri 76 is the same swim, 1.9. It's only a 60 kilometer cycle, and then it's a 2 laps, and then it's a 14.1 kilometer run. So that's the difference on those ones. And then they've got the Ras Al Khaimah Triathlon on the Sunday. And the Ras Al Khaimah Triathlon is Olympic, sprint, super sprint, and junior distances taking place on the Sunday. So if you're a triathlete, that's the place to be. Be up in Ras Al Khaimah, beautiful mornings like this. It starts at 7 a.m. on both days. So yeah, swim, bike, run, all day, every day, for the next 2 days. So get up there, take a look if you're into a triathlon. It's at the Rixos Al Mariyad in Ras Al Khaimah, and you can go and watch triathletes rip it up on the course. Very cool. If you're into triathlon, let us know. The training hours are insane. And if you're into triathlon, are you getting into Ironman or half Ironmans? There's a bit of reversing going on here at the moment. Woo! Okay, Government Games qualifiers, that takes place in Damac Hills 1. So the Government Games, Gov Games, have changed and now rebranded to Dubai Games. And registration, I believe, probably just finished today. And the community is a part of this, or one of the divisions in the Dubai Games. So they've got government entities, so there's the government side of things. They've got communities, they've got cities, and they've got some other divisions, and community is for kind of anyone to get involved in. So you get a team of 6 together, and then you can enter your team, and the games themselves are very different. So they're usually quite grip intensive. You have to hold on to things, you have to swing, you have to swim under. The main thing about this is you have to work together as a team in order to get things done. So everything is not individual. You can have up to, I believe, 8 people in a team, and then you have 5 or 6 that are dedicated to each game. And there's usually, I believe there was 11 games, if I remember correctly. And so you just go through all these different games and you try and put your best score in, try and finish the fastest that you possibly can. And there's a scoring system like that. So what's happening this weekend is the qualifiers. So there's 27 qualifying spots. I'm pretty sure there's going to be 3 teams just thrown straight in there, maybe 30 in total. And that'll be for the community division. So it's like the open division, I suppose you could say. And that's going to take place in Damac Hills 1, and it starts early, and there's going to be heats, different teams going through all throughout the day. So if you're looking for a bit of fitness inspiration, check out the Dubai Games, go to Damark Hills 1 and check that one out. Very, very cool indeed. Early morning though, maybe you're into a bit of OCR, obstacle course racing. Spartan has the Dubai Parks and Resorts race taking place. It's a 10K and a 5K option, and there is a juniors and a kids one happening there as well. So that's starting from around about 8 a.m. It depends which division you're in. Simply head to their website and get involved. OCR racing, you know what it's about. You got the climbing nets, you got the walls, you got the carries, you got the pool, the ice baths, you got the balance beams, you got different things like grip orientated options like the monkey bars, either on the ropes, on the swings, on the poles, on the balls. So that's Spartan doing their thing. Now this is something a little bit different that I need to find out about. The Budget Challenge. So this is supposed to be taking place in Elaine, and it's a motorsport event. So it's over the dunes using either a motorcycle or a dune buggy, I suppose it is. And that's taking place down in Elaine. Budget Challenge. Now it's at the Elaine Equestrian Shooting Club, right, where they got everything. They got golf, they got rugby, they got shooting, they got archery, netball, tennis, paddle. It's actually a sports club. So down there taking place, and that's going to be where they're basing. Obviously, that's not where they're racing, but that's where they're starting from. So the Budget Challenge in Elaine. So this is what I love about this. We got something in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Elaine, Ras Al Khaimah. It's just all over the show. I'm pretty sure there's things in Fujairah and stuff as well, Al Quain. So Budget Challenge, B-A-J-A, taking place tomorrow. And then in Dubai, something a little bit different, something a little bit less physical, but still entertaining, is there's a Fidgetal darts tournament. Now this is entertaining because Fidgetal is becoming a more of a common word near here in the last month because of the Fidgetal games that took place about a month or so ago. And basically, it's a mixture of digital and Fidgetal competition. So example being in the Fidgetal games, they had 11 sports and one of them was basketball. They would play 2-on-2 basketball on the computer. They'd try and gain a lead, and they'll continue the match in a physical match. And again, same thing, they have like 4 players, some are reserves, some are playing. And they're quite athletic. So they're very good on the console, and they were very good on the physical side. So there were some really good competitions. They had the UFC and everything else like that, which was entertaining. And it was competitive, very competitive. The only one that probably wasn't as competitive, like there was a martial arts or a UFC type style, and you could be ahead by 6. So you could be ahead by 6 in the digital, but if you knock someone out, you win. So it pretty much came down mostly to the physical side. So there's a balance in that one. So what's interesting about this Fidgetal darts tournament is how they are doing the darts competition. Now again, there is a physical element to it. It's esports. Esports is becoming bigger and better. Fidgetal is mixing this up. It seems to be quite popular. So head on down to Towers Rotana and the Longs Bar, and if you want to check out a Fidgetal darts tournament, that's the place to be. So that's Saturday. That's what we've got on a Saturday. I know there's a couple of other fitness competitions. There's always running groups taking the communities out on Kite Beach or Abasha Ponds Park or on Palm Jumeirah. So there's just some of the main ones we've got, some of the featured ones. That's on the Saturday, and there's lots of opportunities to stay active. Hold up, hold up, hold up. What else is going on? Let us know in the comments if you got something on there. Yo, let us know. Okay, so on Sunday, the shotgun continues. It's day 4 of 10. RAK Triathlon, like I said, takes place. The Olympic, the sprint, the super sprint, and the juniors. That happens. 6 a.m. different. Here we go. Ba-ba, ba-ba. At the Al Marmoom Reserve, the Al Marmoom Desert Run takes place, and it starts from the Al Qudra Yoga Center out of Marmoom. It's a 10K and a 5K run over the sand dunes. It's a dedicated course, so there's markers out on the course. It's not one of the expedition races where you follow on the phone. It's actually a marked course over 10 and 5 kilometers, and that's taking place on a Sunday morning. out at Al Marmoom. So get involved with that one if you're into a bit of sand running. Make sure you got your gaiters. If you're not sure what gaiters are, the things that protect your feet. Yo. Abu Dhabi. At the Abu Dhabi Cycling Club on Hudarat Island is the Make-A-Wish Run. So this is a great one as well, because down there's a 10K, a 5K, 3K distances, and it's a run for charity. It's literally get out, get active. They have it every single year. I believe, I think it's 8th edition that they've had, and they've had it in different locations around Abu Dhabi. We've actually live streamed this we tried to do it 5 years ago. It was okay. It wasn't the best. We were trying to use low budget stuff. But yeah, it's a great cause. Make-A-Wish Run in Abu Dhabi takes place. 6:30 start on Al Hudarat Island. So if you're around Abu Dhabi, you're looking for a running partner, head on over to that one. Another one is the Westford Run. This one's taking place in Meydan Racecourse. This is again, common 10, 5, and 2.5 kilometer run. I've never been to this one. They've got the standard distances, but it's supposed to be a little more engaging or interactive. So I'm not 100% sure. I've never been to this one. If you are going to this run, please let us know. Now the start time is at 5 a.m. That's when the first people start running. They've described this as a one-of-a-kind running experience, which I am curious about. So Westford Run is actually from other parts of the world. They run in different countries. So it's over through Europe, it's over the UK, it's over in America. I'm not sure if it's in Asia yet, but they're describing this as energy and excitement at every turn. You pick your distance, you embrace with fun, and you discover by showing up and crossing the finish line feels good. Which for me is the standard feeling of running an event. You know what I mean? But anyway, and because there's so many events at Meydan, it does make me curious of what the difference is. So if you are somebody who's signed up for the Westford Run, let us know your experience when you go there and what you are up to. Okay? Maybe I can get down to that one myself personally as well. So the Westford Run, that's at Meydan on Sunday morning. Ooh, it's a busy weekend as always. Dubai Classic, it's going to be the final day, so make sure you're there. Hopefully my man Ryan Fox can get up, not too sure. And there's a fun styled run. This is Abu Dhabi as well. So this one, so there's Al Hudarat Island has got the Make-A-Wish Run, and Fahid Island Sunset Run. This one actually starts at 3:30 p.m. And it's a 5K and a 2.5K run, and it's over a bit of sand and a bit of gravel. So obviously they're promoting the island. So if you're really into running and you're in Abu Dhabi, you could do the Make-A-Wish Run in the morning, and then you could do the Fahid Island Run, Sunset Run, Fahid Island Sunset Run in the evening. They're nice short distances, easy jog, 5 and 2.5. Usually like how people start off their morning. So that is the Sunday. So there's about 12 to 15 different events that we've highlighted here that's happening in the weekend in different parts of the country. You know, even if you're in Dubai, maybe head down to Abu Dhabi. If you're in Abu Dhabi, maybe head to Al-Ain, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, somewhere else to see what else is going on. But it is a busy weekend. Lots of things going on, lots of reasons to stay active and connected with people to keep you inspired to move daily and stay healthy. That's the whole point of FFP, to help you stay active and help you stay connected. So let us know if you do go to one of these events. Let us know what happened, what went down, did you get involved, take some video, take some photos, talk to some people there, tag in FFP Sports so other people can understand what's going on as well. But as always, thanks for joining in. Thanks for being part of the morning. Hot beverage to get you started, get the insides burning and moving. Stay active this weekend. Get out there. Love life, connect. That's what we're going to do. But thanks for joining. And if you got any guests, shows, questions that you want to add into the show, let us know and we'll add them in where we can and as we can for you to stay active and healthy. So I'll see you on this show back on Monday morning, 8 a.m. every weekday. We'll start on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe.